What is up, YouTube? What's going on? Premier League. How y'all doing? It's your boy, your host tonight for the evening, Don Gotti. You heard me. That's right. Coming at you live. We got 40 seconds before we kick off this Pathfinders versus 9PZ. It's the 9th Panzer Division, y'all. Division 4 Finals. St. Marie du Mont. The map we're taking place on. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this. I hope you do. I truly hope you do. If you're riding with me, please leave me a like. Throw me a subscribe. I appreciate it. Let's get right into the mix, if we shall. Whoa. Score looks a little wonky, but that's alright. We might have a sec. Or we can do this. That's right. You heard. It's your boy. We got Pathfinders in blue tonight, ladies and gentlemen. 9PZ going to be coming at you in red. They're going to be off to the right side of your screen here momentarily. You see some rockets flying in the distance. Trucks working their way in. We've got some armor as well. You see the rockets hitting over to the right. Oh, launching fairly close within, I don't know, maybe 50 meters of a truck or so. These aren't bad shots. They just aren't where they need to be is all. Division 4 Finals, ladies and gentlemen. Division 4 Finals. Red. You see here, red wave crashing in. AA Network is the midpoint. 9PZ. 9PZ. Whew. AA Network. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I hope at least, they've learned a thing or two about the AA Network. Some of you out there watched them in the Winter War League finals for the championship against 101A recently. AA Network was the midpoint. They ended up losing that match in a 3-2 upset. Well, not really an upset, but just a defeat. Some people had them pegged to win it. I picked 101A. Blink, blink. We're having a good time. Listen, this is crazy stuff, y'all. Poopy Fish. Look at him. We've seen this guy all season, folks. You've seen him week after week. I've had him on my channel. He's been on others. This guy in the mix constantly. Pathfinders Berkeley, another one. Engineer. That little symbol's next to that man's name constantly. Am I right? Golly. Fellas mean business. They play their parts well. Long shot Leroy Jenkins coming in the mix. Woohoo! What's up, Leroy? Artillery slapping the point. I'd be upset like my 1-year-old in the back if artillery was hitting me like that. Golly, Flappy getting slap happy, flattened like a pancake by artillery. Chazay. Harley working their way. You see Ginger Squatch. We've seen him all season as well. A lot of these guys playing in most of these games. Great cohesion we're going to see tonight. These are the best of the best in Division 4, ladies and gentlemen. And just because they're in Division 4 does not mean they cannot, excuse me, go toe-to-toe with some of these other top teams in the league. Do not get that twisted. I am very excited to bring you this one. You see Pathfinders in blue. Baba Yaga Denal. We got one going down. I think that was Adrenaline Beatbox. Miso Honey. Beak. Coyote. Darth Enellis. Darth Enabler, maybe. I don't know. Chazé with the grenade tosse. Right into nothing, but hey, he had the distance right. Explosions everywhere. We've got some 9PZ making their way east. Barry Jr., easy. Having some fun. That's south rather, not east. I have my directions a little bit off, but that's alright tonight. We've got some allied... Ooh, here we go. Let's see what this armor unit's doing up here. That's Nixie, Orange, Dickerson, and War Rat. Pushing in for 9PZ. Gonna be some 9PZ supplies landing there in this open field. 5 cents, one of the only ones around. There's Jax. I don't see any squad leaders really other than maybe Major Bird. Get that garrison up for him. 9PZ with a good setup here. You notice they're really going to have to work these main areas in. All these roads are ever so important, and then you always got to watch any and everybody that's combing through these fields. You see Popsicle doing as such right now. Coast and G, Kevin and Strigo up in the top. Fruit Tree as well. He's hanging out in the smoke. He's just up there hotboxing right now. Ooh, who was that? Who was that, babyface? I got you, dog. Holy shit. That's what I'm talking about. What a shot. If you got sleepy there, I'd have screamed. I'd have lost my ever-loving mind. What a shot. Red Raider drops. Strigo, Fruit Tree, moving in sleepy. What do you do here? The truck kind of gives you away if that thing's making any noise. I think it might be turned off. Poopy fish. Poopy fish. You shitty little ocean critter. Look at you, buddy. Finals time. Congratulations. Let's see what you guys can do here. Poopy fish and Berkeley working in tandem as we saw earlier. Ooh, oven's ready. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I'm hungry. Your boy's getting hungry. I missed dinner because of my last stream. It's alright. We're here for y'all. Snipes, how do you live, Snipes? What? That was amazing. Snipes, my boy. I love it. Brad drops. Pathfinders. Let's take a look at the map. Hugo's farm. You see a web of garrison fanning out, working their way in. 9PZ simply holding. Look at this space here. It was clear a minute ago. It's clear now. When you see red, you see blue. When you see blue, you see red. These guys are in it to win it. This is Division 4 Finals, ladies and gentlemen. Rockpile, Demonic, Flappy, Big Chicken. I wonder if Flappy and Big Chicken are going to face off here. They are. Flappy, Big Chicken, moments away. Moments away. Flappy misses. Big Chicken lives. Let's go, baby. Time to shine, chicken. Need your time to shine, chicken. Oh, gun down from afar. Let's take a peek. A lot of Pathfinders on this eastern side. Good string of 9PZ as well. They're really covering all of the areas of entry for the Pathfinders here, making it rather difficult. As you see, I mean, this line has not went anywhere so far. Peter's squad, where are they at? That's Chili back here. Long shot Leroy and company. Bobby J peering around, misses one, gets the second. That M1 Garand is rather forgiving. Oi! STG met its maker with the gun that won the war. Ay ay ay, Baba Yaga. Ready to gun you down. Pathfinders sprawled out. 9PZ in it to win it right now. 3-2 lead for those of you just joining us. We're nearly 15 minutes into this thing. So far, it is anybody's game. Plenty of intense battles going on. Panthers King Kevin mopping up the floor with a couple Pathfinders there. Chick-fil-A. Everybody know Chick-fil-A. Lukewarm drops popsicle. How about a chicken popsicle? Panthers King Kevin says, how about a damn rocket to go with that? Golly. Red Raider. Working the angle like a boss. That's what you like to see. Great coverage here. The problem is he needs to be able to get Poopy Fish across without having much crossfire. Gonna be hard to do, especially with snipes coming up. Poopy Fish is in danger here. He sees him though. He saw him first perhaps, but snipes takes him out. I think he gets the OP as well. Good cleanup job, and we're on to the next. Here we are. Adrenaline Castle. Big Chicken. In the field, you got Euphoria Jinja Goodhouse from 9PZ making their way. OPs are already up right here on the line. Establishing dominance in every possible little place. We've got a Pathfinder bombing run about to take place. Let's circle back to that here for just a second. Looks like 5 cents maybe the only one truly in danger there, but I don't see a garrison either, but hey, something exploded. We've got plenty of dust. Excuse me. I still disagree with that. I have to say it. Denny, I told you the last time. Denny! No, I'm kidding. I don't quite understand the call to use the bombing run without having somebody to push in behind it to kind of solidify and 100% gain access and control of that ground. But if it got the garrison or something and, you know, we saw the scales flip for a second, then I can understand, but that just to me seems so wasteful. Snipes, Poopy Fish meeting in the trees. What happens in the woods stays in the woods. Ain't that right, Poopy Fish? Great name. Golly. Cowabunga, Coast and G. About to run into Sleepy over here. This is just southeast of AA Network. You see 9PZ working with a decent little setup here. Really overloading, you know, every little area, but I fear they're leaving some spots barren. I don't reckon Pathfinders know it yet, but if they were to push with enough oomph behind it and catch a couple of these 9PZ guys looking, they're walking right into the point. Ooh, Ginger Squatch throwing a rocket down range. Beatbox would have taken it if he was there just moments before. Chick-fil-A, adrenaline denial. Snipes, batter up. Look, AA Network, Baron of 9PZ. One single 9PZ within the point. Matter of fact, one 9PZ maybe within cap weight almost. How Pathfinders aren't taking this point right here just from sheer push, I'm not quite certain. You see, we span out a little bit. Only a little push here from 9PZ. Quite a big wave of Pathfinders just not covering any ground. That's the biggest difference thus far. Big chicken crawling in the wheat. Brad Poosock. No stinky Twinkies launching today. Pure rock solid sock. Full of it. Ginger! Badoom! Stuff that sock. We won't say with what. We just won't say. You can use your imagination whatever you want it to be. Woo! We're flying around. We're getting dizzy. The Doctor, Flappy, Rockpile. You got Reb crossing the field. Reb, look at him go. Cap and Jack. Pathfinder's doing everything they can to try to take this land. Nine PZ fighting back harder than the natives did. Donnie Danko with the stank, bro. Golly. One tap to the chest. We gotta go back to the boys. Beak. Miso honey. Sharp. Moments away from me. Look at the right on side the other building to each other. 5 cents. They probably hear each other now. Taps him. One says, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Miso honey drops. Shoot. Look at this line. I mean, this is great. Garrisons have basically been the same as they were before. We've got probably recon back here trying to take out these Pathfinder backside garrisons. You see one drops Echo 8 here. Gonna want to get that replaced as quick as possible. That would not, you would not want that to be an easy access point for this 9 PZ offense. One that has been very aggressive all season long. Right now, just a 3-2. Not certain if that's because they got humbled a little bit the last time they faced each other. You know, Pathfinder's typically losing these battles. I'm not sure if they've won yet, but managed to claw their way back and end the last one in a 4-1. Very well could have been a 3-2 and been anybody's game at that point had it been extended a little longer, but you know the rules. We only get 1 1/2 hour, and that is it. Good House and the boys traversing here. Not really much to run into. You see the big open fields. Leroy might be one of the only ones ballsy enough to take it. Harley, Big Chicken. Beatbox goes down. Rodriguez and Snipes. We're back in AA Network. Working their way out. They say, hey, wait a minute. Big Chicken and the boys are knocking at the door. They got some carry out. What is it? I don't know. Probably chicken. I don't know. Shit. Batter 911. Batter is up. Big Chicken is down. Prone, that is. I love it. How you folks liking the games out there so far? What about that Division 1 final? Taco taking home the gold this season. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but your boy called it, did I not? Yeah, yeah. I got receipts for that. I left the video up, don't worry. TPL Finals predictions. You can see it on the page. Pathfinders heeding my warning, it seems, as if they're getting it together. One foul swoop. Sleepy at the front. Chili. Baba Yaga and friends following in the distance, working their way up south of Point. Big Chicken still. Oh, Big Chicken clearing them out. Pretty much anybody's coming his way right now. He says, I'm the man to beat. Woo, splash. That is crazy, that admin cam they did. Hot dog. Big Chicken gets some bandage. He's fresh and live. STG at the ready. The point is his oyster. Rodriguez, 5 cents. Rodriguez, Baba Yaga. Rodriguez runs right in front of his fire. Baba Yaga keeps spraying. Gets 2 in the mix. Shazay! Shazay! Manages to slip by. I'm not sure if Baba Yaga just didn't want to fire or if he was reloading, perhaps. Barry Jr. and Snipes working their way through. We'll take a look back at Baba Yaga in a minute. This is the push point right here. I mean, Artie's coming down now. Certainly from 9PZ, there's no reason it would be Pathfinder already hitting there, so the cat is out of the bag, but I think that is really where it is. Pathfinders are going to look back on this and say, man, there's only 3 guys, 4 guys keeping us from taking this point. All we had to do is just, excuse me, push up. Going to be rough, but hey, nonetheless. Chick-fil-A, adrenaline, watching Rockets, Castle, Berkeley in the distance. We've seen them all season as well. Big spawn comes from 9PZ back on AA Network. Garrison has been marked. They're saying it's down here somewheres. I beg to differ. That wave came from somewhere up here, it seemed. But I digress. That's not really that important. Pathfinder struggling to cover much ground here. That's really been the thing. They got a great setup. They're doing a great job defending the ground they have, but advancing is where they're struggling. And also you see a lot of open ground here on the map, folks. Very difficult to traverse these areas unless you're using these main thoroughfares. As you see, that indeed limits your capabilities tremendously. So, gotta get a lot of manpower dedicated if you're gonna make that push. But hey, this is the finals. These teams know what they're doing. I'm your host, Don Gotti. Forget about... Let's see. Euphoria, Good House, Bobby J. One of the only red in the sea of blue here. We're right south of AA Network. We gotta see some pressure from these guys. Adrenaline's got to lead his men into the battle. Poopy Fish looking to get tag team, takes one down. Coastin' G's behind. Does indeed take out that Poopy Fish. Panthers King, Cowabunga. Yeah, you see 9PZ starting to work their way around the flank more and more. But it's funny, it's as if Pathfinders are answering the call almost like, hey, we'll come to you. And getting too spread out themselves, they really just need to push. Push! No, push, Pathfinders! Find your path! Sergeant Harley, Good House. Pathfinder territory. Airhead goes live by Pathfinders. Very interesting call here. We're going to go ahead and get set up for it so we see the whole battlefield and what's going on. I want to know how this is going to go down. There it is, folks. Airhead bombing run, Combaniana. Coastin' G knows what's up. He said, haha. I've been here, done that before. Coastin', now's your time to shine, brother. Whoa. Pathfinder strafing run comes out right over top, but doesn't do anything. Cowabunga gonna make a move here. Seconds ago, he doesn't see it. Cowabunga running right past. Big Chicken taking him out. This is bonkers. Absolutely nuts. The Airhead goes down. It works beautifully. Barry Jr. launching rockets. We've got Leroy Jenkins in the point on the northeast side. We've got an Airhead back here. I even hear an MG. Boom! Another spawn wave of Pathfinders. Popsicle. Put a stop to it. Goes down. Down, down, down. Oh no. Poopy Fish. Big Chicken. What a sandwich. Golly. Bomber comes in by 9PZ. It's going to miss this Airhead by just 10-20 meters at best. Slightly off. Pathfinders. Boom! Another wave comes in. You see Panther's King coming in off Popsicle's OP. Sends a rocket across, but does not get the Airhead. It still stands. Golly. Cowabunga, let's see. Coastin' G, you see where the OP is? AT's going to have to wait till this next spawn wave. Got another about 12 seconds. Huge wave comes off again. Huey popping a flare. We see a blue wave start to appear. Rocket by Panther's King. Does it get the Airhead, though? It does, in fact, get the Airhead. That will be an end to that. Hopefully these Pathfinders got some OPs up. They do. Let us see what is going on. Pathfinders making their way. RIP 5, RIB, Big Chicken, Beatboxing Castle making their way. Making this point look like... Oh! That was amazing. That was amazing. I love it. Look at these heavies just teeing off right now. Absolutely hilarious. It's enough to actually stop the attack and allow for a defense wave to come just from this spawn right over here by the truck. And that's just an OP. That's not a garrison, guys. Poopy Fish almost to Coastin' G. You see Harley in the field. Percante and Chungus looking to link up. Percante goes down from range. Husak up there perched up just looking over across the field. Yeah. Spawn wave comes. There's your garrison, folks. 9PZ. How do you react? Get off the Gary. That garrison's gonna be locked out with Chick-fil-A there. Chick-fil-A looks to be dropping a satch. He puts a satch down. Chick-fil-A with the play. Gonna take out that garrison. I'm nearly certain of it, folks. It should be within range. Pathfinders with the blue thunder right now. We're about 30% capped. We got a defensive wave come off. Oh shit! Look at this. Lots of kills there for you, Chick-fil-A. Shabbat Shalom. And there it goes. Big, big, big play. Pathfinders going to take this point. There is nothing 9PZ is going to do to stop this, in my opinion. If it is, I'll bite my words. But I'm telling you, These heavies aren't going to be enough, even with already, to take out the amount of Pathfinders in this point. This is what I'm talking about. It goes back and forth, back and forth. Armor. Making me look bad. They get the spawn. Look at that, right in the middle of a field. I love it. Pathfinders not giving up, finding their path. That shot by that heavy was devastating, though. That is nasty. Another one goes off. Pathfinders, you had this. Look how many there were. Say it ain't so. I trusted you. 9PZ holding off on the defense. I love this stuff, dude. This is what I'm talking about. These teams have had, in my opinion, quite the rivalry. Pathfinders always finding the short end of the stick. Most of the time ending in a 5-0, going the 9PZ way. This is brilliant. 9PZ. My hat's off to you. Look at this spawn wave. We've got red coming in. Just streaming back into the point. No blue again whatsoever. They had it all. I'm not sure with all these OPs why there's not a rush of guys again, but whoa, that should have went the Pathfinder way. 9PZ holds them off to say I don't think so. Man, what's everybody else sipping on tonight? We got a little Woodford Reserve double oaked. Mixes in with a little bit of Pepsi, just for flavor. Good stuff. Actually gonna have to make me another drink. 9PZ leads 3-2. We've got 54 minutes and some change left. You see two heavies by 9PZ pulling up onto the point, trying to reinforce here. Oh, this 76 was attempted to have been precision strike, but do not. Big Tom, you and your crew got lucky there. Look at the battlefield. What once was being overran by blue makes me backtrack and look like a fool. We're covered in red now. It's like teenage acne. Ginger Squatch. With the MG, I like where he's positioned here though, folks. That's a good little spot. Unfortunately, he's not going to be protected from Artie much though if it hits on the inside of that little broken down building. Brad, Beatbox. Spawn wave with Chili and Beatbox's crews. This is what I'm talking about. These two squads, these guys got to move in. Get the boys together and go. 5 cents. Picking them off from range. You see battle of the support players here. Cap and Jack dropping in the distance. 5 cents as well. Popsicle out in the distance, working his way. Trying to keep forcing Pathfinders down back on their side of the red-blue line. I mean, you see the garrison layout for Pathfinders hasn't really changed much. Some have dropped, but other than that, flare goes up. They're ensuring nobody's behind them. They dropped the garrison there moments ago. I mean, this is good play by both teams. 9PZ managing to hold this midpoint is absolutely astonishing after what we saw moments ago with nearly, what, 30 Pathfinders in the point? I'd say that's quite a win in and of itself. Ginger Squatch moving up now, trying to cover this field. That's going to work wonders for 9PZ here. You see Captain Jack, Darth, yeah, he's just going to catch them all firing across there as soon as they spawn. $5 going to get the OP. Nice, nice, okay. Yep, wipes them both. That's what we like to see. I mean, this is good heads-up play. Look at 5 and Darth here. Running past each other. Darth not making the move. Ends up missing out. Ooh. Long-range rocket comes in. Smacking a Pathfinder right in the chin. Will to survive, pushing up. There we go. Tex. Weldy, there we go. Boys are working their way in. They see the glory land. Now, can they find the glory hole? That is the main question. I meant to say promised land, but we gotta go with it now, folks. Popsicle. Cleaning them up. Berkeley, Chick-fil-A, Poopy Fish. The trifecta. Working along this little triangle here. Coast and G and Popsicle just picking them off, though. Not allowing them to cross, and that's huge. I mean, it's all open. You know, they either have to go across there or they have to go across in the open or all the way down here. And Cowabunga's waiting, popping a flare. That is no bueno. The Pathfinder's over on this direction. Let's take a look back on the point. We've got 5 demonic. Snipes, Genja still not much defense going on. I mean, this 9PZ team, I mean, they're pretty spread out. I mean, you see the commander all the way over there getting his hands dirty a little bit. Recon over here on the building. Looking around, popping flares, doing all that good stuff. Pathfinders, again, could very easily take this point, in my opinion. Well, I don't know about very easily, because they proved last time that was harder than it looked, but possibly could have taken the point if they're to get enough guys here to the south again and just overwhelm Snipes, Barry Jr., and these guys. Garrison's no longer on this side of the hedgerow, so I imagine it's a little bit farther back. If that's the case, how hard is that to overrun? We are going to find out if Pathfinders indeed find their path or if 9PZ manages to hold off and win this. They're ahead 3-2. We got 48 minutes and some odd seconds left. Pathfinders the Axis in blue. 9PZ you're going to see in red. Darth and Nihilis. Snipes linking up in the field. What if Darth was just making some barbed wire? Beatboxing crew. You see Snipes and Chazé working their way south. That's going to be a big play for 9PZ. If they can clear Pathfinders back out there. I mean, you see the line that has been here the whole entire match. This is the determining line right here. So far, neither team really being able to cross much. Bombing run goes in just below. Doesn't do a whole lot, though. I'm not sure there was much method to that madness or not. We won't judge as of right now. Darth still lying in wait. Move in there, brother. Hopefully you got a satchel, dog. Plant that thing. 5 cents. And look at these Pathfinders. We got Chungus, Rumsfeld, Raiders, Sleepy. These guys are running away from the point. We need some action, gentlemen. I reckon if they got themselves all rounded up and pushed, you see straight through here, they got 200 meters of sheer clear ground before they could even get shot at, it seems. So lots of potential here. Hopefully somebody gets it figured out. If you are rooting for the Pathfinders, if you're rooting for 9PZ, you're going to wish that things stay exactly the way they are right now. AA Network, the midpoint. 9PZ ahead 3-2. Euphoria easy. The whole gang's here. We got adrenaline out in the distance, but these guys holding down the fort. I mean, Big Chicken spraying away with the MG42. Trying to cover the boys just crossing. I think he's more so working for that suppression effect. You see Pusak coming right through the smoke. Somebody clip that, jeez. It's disgusting. It just sounds disgusting. Water batter. Picking off Pathfinders. You see Chazé working his way in. Ooh, Chili dropping a few before he gets domed. Baba Yaga and Brad leading the Pathfinder charge over here. Oh. Interesting. Curious to see what that is. Tiger tank making its way in. Stage Tame, Wee, and Lukewarmer working their way up. Oh, damn, damn. Barry Jr. and Easy tag team in that armor unit, making it look easy. Golly. When I tell you what, that is not what you want to see if you're Pathfinders. And another shot rains in. Oh, jeez. Harley. Satchel, is it on? Hold still. Hold still. I don't see it. We're going to find out. Oh, it is. It is. Oh, no. That is going to drop, folks. Shot rings out from the doctor. It doesn't matter. Stage Tamer. Cheeks Clapper. Cheeks Clapper, the collateral kill. Gonna get the whole crew there. Harley, I believe it was, with the satchel moments ago. Both Tiger tanks dropping rather rapid succession. Pathfinders truly needed those to stay up. That is a big blow to the Pathfinder push with those two dropping, especially that quickly. The right guys just happened to be in the right place, and they made them pay, that's for certain. You see 4 guys potentially with satchels, 5. Either satchels or rockets within a 50-meter square. You know it's about to go down. Bobby J drops. I'm not sure where from. Oh, probably over here by Captain Jack and the boys. Pusak, you see him coming back. General Oberst behind. take a peek off here. Panthers King, Strigo. Some of the only 9 PZ over here. Making their way, trying to put some pressure on this garrison. Pathfinder's desperately trying to prevent that from happening. You see, a lot of their garrisons have went down. They have no front line here. Only backside garrisons. Why we have squad leaders doing anything but putting garrisons up, we will never know. But if that is the case, when you look back, that's why you're going to say that, my friends, is probably a big part of why we lost. Ladies and gentlemen, they've done so well up until this moment. With that network of garrisons, we see nothing now. One goes back up on Hugo's farm, but that is going to be a huge blow. You cannot maintain your offensive pressure nor your defensive prowess if you have no garrisons. So Hugo's farm now being in danger. You see a 9 PZ push. Quite, actually a decent push here. We even have a sniper and the commander. So 9 PZ, knowing Meat Sledge. Meat Sledge is over here seeing exactly what they can get done. If Meat Sledge can get in the point here, he's sending the boys. He's going to unleash the hounds. We've seen it before. I'm certain we'll see it again. Look at him leading the charge. That's exactly right. That's exactly what you expect. Getting in there and doing what it takes. Air blaster drops. Nine PZ making a move. They have been flared, so Pathfinders know where they're at and know where they're coming from. Stogna tempted. 9 PZ kind of fizzing out a little bit over here. You see Meat Sledge still alive, lying in wait. Road Dog up there. Just meters apart. Stogna with the MG, and MG on the frontal push. That's interesting. Look, both commanders right here in the same... Oh, watch this. Watch them go in the same house. Oh, this is going to be great. Come on, Meat. Here you go, here you go, here you go. Denny takes him down. Commander on commander crime. That's what we like to see. Doing it to his own kind. Air Blaster, Mo, Huey, Road Dog, Carnes, Denny. Man, Denny, I'm good at getting your highlight reel, brother. I pop up just when I need to be. Hugo's farm in trouble, though. Having to deal with some pestering by 9 PZ. You see this 9 PZ frontal push here south of AA Network. Not really a lot of guys, but making sure to keep... Ooh. Yikes. Making sure to keep Pathfinders from simply gaining any ground. Harley, ooh, turns him to jelly. Denal hits him back. Denal doesn't see him. Had his back to him. That is greatness. Chili's like, hey, bro, he's right next to you, dog. Bobby J. Running into a C, an absolute C. Of Pathfinders. Snipes. Trades with Brad. Look at this. The wall is still built. Pathfinder's holding their own right now. Managing to hold off Hugo's farm. You see in the distance there was that push from the west there, but managing to withstand. A decent spawn wave comes off AA network here. Rather just west of AA. Greater look at the battlefield. Woo, there we go. Nobody within the point. You see Rodriguez, the lone warrior. Other than that, 9PZ. Set around. And no Pathfinders in sight. Having a rather relaxed, Popsicle's having a rather relaxed time right now. We've got Tex, Chick-fil-A making their way up. Red Raider, Will to Survive. Oh, here we go. We've got some heavy action. Mad War, Kane Nation, and AO Raider. Poopy Fish, Weldy, Berkeley, Chungus. 3 squad leaders over here, 400 meters from the point. Gotta gain some ground, folks. Solo squad leader may not do it here. Yep. Weldy. Don't believe. Oh, well, maybe. Weldy did get an OP up. Hopefully it stands for his sake. We've got boys over here. Harley, Bobby J, Snipes, Batter, taking out Denal. Beatbox and Chili making their way from the south here as well. Beatbox, Bobby J. Nearly running into each other. Shazay, I think, was the one that got Beatbox there. Spawn wave comes from Pathfinders here off the OP. Big Chicken. We've seen him all game here on the offensive. Maybe he's able to gain some ground. Pathfinder seeming to take some space here to the west of AA network. Let's check in here. Shark, Cheek Clapper, Adrenaline, Baba Yaga. Working their way in. Rockpile, Goodhouse going to be the only two really to stand in the way. Adrenaline drops one with the M1 Grand. I'm sorry, with the Gewehr. Rockpile drops as well. Archer, one of the only ones to stop the charge of Pathfinders if they choose to push, but they've not all night. We saw a big push once. We thought they were going to cap. They did not. Ginger Squatch launching rockets across, trying to hit this OP of Adrenalines. Gee, man. Baba Yaga. Archer pulls out his bow. Can't put it back in time. Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga. The man, the myth. Golly, lays down 4 of them there. Finds the OP. He only gets one of those though. Definitely going to be calling that one out to a squad lead. We've got Denal working his way up behind. Rockpile, Fruit Tree. Oh, they got to hear each other by now, right? Rockpile drops or redeploys. I think he got headshot. Yep. Jinja fires a rocket. You see, we've got Nixie in the 76 just across the field from Shark and the boys. Shot comes in by Cheeks Clapper. your name should be Dirt Hitter. You missed. No, Cheeks Clapper coming up a little bit short there, about 50 meters or so. Allied 76 making its way on the retreat using this graveyard here of 76. Well, it looks like there's a Tiger as well. Little graveyard here of armor units. Nine PZ doing a good job continuing to hold this point. You saw them cap, and ever since then it's been theirs. Genja Squatch. Ooh. Oh, called in the precision. Right where he was almost before. Knows he's safe now. Nixie. Haha. Buddy. Tell you what. It's pretty good. Does not have to worry about getting precision now. Simply needs to be overran. We'll take a look at the map. Pathfinder's losing the garrison they had on point, managing to get 2 more up. Not going to be enough to really solidify any standardized push here. Peter Squad, Option Squad, one of which needs to get a garrison on these supplies. We need more. King Squad, going to come down to you to try to squeeze one here between these guys. Even if it's just for radar's sake. I do like what I'm seeing here from Pathfinders working this way and spacing their garrisons out. If they're able to comb through and make a good push here, this little front door action right here could be huge for the Pathfinders. I really look forward to seeing that. Interesting, interesting. Let's get right in on the action. Chili, Big Chicken. Didn't know. We see Batterberry Jr. and Bobby J trying to make their way. What can I say? Pathfinders came to play. Samachi in the chat saying 9PZ all day. 9PZ undefeated, I believe, against the Pathfinders, so would be a huge statement here for the Pathfinders. Even to get a 3-2 loss would be a favorable matchup outcome for the Pathfinders here, as they've only managed to slip away with a 4-1 thus far. Many other times getting 5-0'd. I got plenty of past matches there on my channel. Feel free to check those out. You'll know exactly which one they are. They got the logos. They're labeled, all that good stuff. Smoke coming in. That looks like arty smoke too. It definitely is. Am I... Whoa. Okay. I'm not as high as I thought I was. You guys saw that, right? Tell me if you saw that in the chat. Let me know. I have to know. I don't know what the hell that was, so please, if you saw that, let me know I'm not crazy. I'd appreciate it. It'll be 30 minutes from now, but hey, I can wait. Pathfinder's Castle laying some hate with MG42. Being pushed back, though. Doing a good job of protecting this front door. You see the heavy making his way up now. I wish I knew exactly where the enemy armor... Ooh, here we go. We got movement out here in the distance. Big Tom, Bible, Marv, and TurboTax working away west, I believe. Ooh, another 76. General Onyx, Scoozy, and Terry Russell. Spawn wave comes in. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there we go. We've got penne pasta from both sides. 76 retreating. I do believe the Tiger got the shot in first. The Doctor is in trouble. That Kulak sees him. He manages to get behind the hedge there. Madwar. Madwar. Stay beside the tank, Madwar. Already raining down right by him. Sitting in the thick of it. Trying to get repairs done. We've got Terry Russell over here. Ooh. I think that was a precision strike. But it was off. Already hitting to the same spot. That was not an accurate shot. Or at least not for the precision strike. Beatbox, Denal. Darth. We've got Madwar still getting the repairs done. We're trying to keep you locked and loaded for this armor duel we're about to witness. Tiger ricks one off the turret. You see him peeking through this itty bitty spot right in the trees. See, they don't know that the armor unit is moving southeast. We can see him straight through there. Ooh, look at this in the distance. See that little green blob back there? That's going to be an Axis recon tank. Oh! Goes down right as we take a peek at the map. What a coinkydink. You're not. Ginger Squatch. Man, 0 of those rockets hits the fence. I believe both times. I'm not sure if it did not render or he just happened to be a little bit short, but he's definitely let this guy who's working the coax know, hey, dear crewman, there's an infantry that away. General Onyx and crew patrolling here in the south of AA Network, right here in the wheat field. Bombing run lands right on top of them. Pathfinder Chili working his way. Baba Yaga as well. Hess going to be one of the only... Ooh, what is this? Something's going through. Plane. Looks like a recon. I think that was a allied recon plane. Pathfinders making their way within the point now. You see Chili, Denal, and Brad knocking on the door. Denal puts one in the back of the 76. Gonna need 2 at least. We know it takes 3. Denal gets dropped from behind. That's gonna be Flappy saving the day there. Brad has, no doubt, has that. Oh! That's what I'm talking about. I was going to say satchel. Has been satcheled. What a play. 76 goes down. Pathfinders now making their way nearly within the point. Knocking on the door. This map looks favorable for a push. You see a Tiger drops. Boy, I said that too soon, did I not? Golly, I think I'm just going to stop speaking on behalf of the Pathfinders. That was hilarious. How about that push? Boom! There goes your heavy. Supplies making their way in. Pathfinders starting to flood the screen. You're seeing guys more and more covered in blue. Snipes, Ginger Squatch right on each side of Baba Yaga there. Yaga goes down. Sleepy, Adrenaline, Ruthless, Wreck Castle. we've got an armor unit. That's Big Tom and crew. TurboTax. Bible Marv. Don't see many. I actually don't see anybody that can deal with that armor unit other than perhaps Berkeley up there. We've got several squad leaders, but no ATs. You see Sleepy as well. Here we go. Chick-fil-A. Leroy. Leroy without a boomstick. Good heavens. Euphoria. Working his way across. Why not risk it with the armor unit right next to you, you know? Coax is going to make everybody blind over through here. Gotta love it. 21 minutes remain. 9PZ's held this midpoint the entire time. 76 and 9PZ armor doing a much better job than they did the last time they ran into each other. If you know, you know. We saw some craziness go down. I want to say that was St. Mary Glees. It's been a while. I think that's where we were. Pathfinders, 20 minutes, 42 seconds to figure it out. How do they respond? Chick-fil-A, RIP, 5 RIB, will to survive, Leroy Jenkins. Making their way in the point. Pathfinder Chili. Gonna meet the doctor. The doctor trying to serve up some shots. RIP 5 RIB. Ready to gun you down. Pathfinder's needing a push there. Poopy Fish, Chili. Both with OPs. Why we don't see some OP swapping going on, I'm not certain yet. Those could get, 10 more guys other than the squad leaders. 10 guys right here would certainly get to half cap on this point before 9PZ is able to react, I'm willing to bet. I mean, that's just simple math. 40 seconds, you got a whole spawn wave that they would have to worry about before they even get in contact. Oh, 5 cents with the rocket. Coast and G coming up behind. He gets Darth. Gets the OP. Does he find Baba? Baba. Giving him his binky. Ah, golly. Grenade gets him anyway. I think that was Shazay's. Berkeley's coming out. He catches him looking. Popsicle. Gets him from behind. 76 making its way up across the field. You see Euphoria heading east of the point. Flappy staying within. No other defense really for 9PZ within the point. They're all in the surrounding areas. Quite a difference from the matchup that that I spoke of earlier. Their match against 101A in the Winter War League Championship. That was just an all-out onslaught right here on the objective. Whereas you see 9PZ doing their best to control the land around. Making Pathfinders really have to try to do something special here. We've got Kane Nation and crew working their way in here with the light tank, just kind of yapping off a little bit. Unfortunately, they've got Harley. He's been Satchel happy all day, and oh man, the doctor with one. You see the armor crew off in the distance. Lands another. Down she goes. Harley didn't even have a chance to place the satchel. It happened so fast. That is what you got to have. Any good team is going to have that. That quick response to those armor units, especially when they're not protected by infantry, is exactly what you need. We're still here south of AA Network. 9PZ still maintaining this 3-2 lead. Pathfinders with 16.5 minutes to change that if they so decide. I am loving it. The doctor up on the plane wing out there. Picking off Brad. You see Beatbox laying in wait like, hey, wait a minute. Baba throwing some shots out that way. Oh, look at that. What a flare. Hubie dooby doo. Catching both tanks. Not getting marked up. Well, actually, I wouldn't know. I think I was, I'm just a rifleman. And I was kicked out of the squad, so I don't even know. Perhaps. Hopefully getting marked up. I'm sure they are. Great. Recon flare. Able leader. Golly. Going to be huge for Pathfinders knowing that. I don't see any armor for Pathfinders though on the field. I could be mistaken. I may be missing something, but I'm not certain if there are any right now. Jinjo launching rockets, gets him one. Whoa, the doctor launching. Almost gets Chick-fil-A over there. Perhaps accidentally, but nonetheless, would have been sweet to see. Hugo's farm. Not very far away. You see some Pathfinders making their way there, but you got rock pile, fruit tree. 9PZ knocking on the door here. 400 meters away. That's no short task, you know. Let's see. Pathfinder bombing run again. Nobody to follow suit or push within after that. Bombing run coming up really obsolete there. What is this dropping? Looks like allied supplies dropping in the distance. 9PZ with just 13.5 minutes remaining in this matchup. Looking to reinforce this point. Loads of Pathfinders here. Able to push. And with room to do so. You see, nobody's going to stop them really until they get to Flappy here. But it's not happening. It could have happened 10 times over this game. Hugo's farm now starting to be contested. It looks like we've got a push by Pathfinders. This is where it's going to get good, folks. Dog Squad being one of the only ones back there. Yeah, he's the only squad with a with an OP back there, so it looks like he's going to be one of the only ones. Pathfinders making that push from the south. Exactly what they need to do right now. Dog Squad, if you can maintain and hold for just a moment, you might be able to fix something here. Pathfinders looking to take midpoint. Gonna have to give it their all. 12.5 minutes. It's all or nothing at this point. I'm in the finals. I'd rather get 5-0'd than 3-2'd. You know what I mean? Like, nothing against it, but We got to go all out. We have to take that midpoint no matter what. 12 minutes left. This is anybody's game so far, folks. We are going to see what happens. Division 4 TPL Finals. Let me know what you think. 12 minutes left. Just 9 PZ hold. Do Pathfinders take it? We've got a push right here. Let me know what you think. Arty smoke coming in. For their sake, I hope that's the Pathfinder's Arty smoke. This is going to be big. Get you a push. Get to that Arty smoke. Yes. Spread that stuff out, artillery. Yes. Blanket that midpoint. Get your boys. There you go. Work it back west. Get the boys' path covered here. Chili and them should be able to walk right in with smoke. That's what you're asking for your Arty guy right now. That or at least a bombarded path of Arty. Either one would do the job. But this is nuts. 10 minutes left. Three, 2 would be a good outcome. Still, if you're Pathfinders, it's always about improvement. They have come so far this season. If you see somebody from Pathfinders, make sure you congratulate them. I mean, these guys, no matter who wins, who loses today, these guys from both teams really have had one hell of a run. Making the Premier League proud. We're so happy to have both teams here competing on this stage. Those of you out there watching, we can't thank you enough. Oh, here we go. Looks like a PZ4. Laker. Hawk Dawk. The dead you know. Maybe the lead you know. I don't know. Easy. Easy. Runs almost right into the gun. Got to get back just far enough. Easy with one. Right in the rear. The spin. Laker with the spin. Easy managing to get around. Oh, and Rick's second shot. Go ahead and redeploy at this point. There's nothing you can do. Gets a gun down anyway. Oh. Easy is upset right now. You know that. Denal comes in. Cleans him up. He could have had that arm unit, but does not get it. It's a Rick in his second shot. Yowza. Precision strike comes down in the middle of a field over here. Not certain who that was meant for, as I don't see armor over here either, unless Chick-fil-A just put in work to that. I don't know. We didn't see it. We didn't catch it. I'm not going to speak on it. 8 minutes are left. Pathfinders, Chili, Rumsfeld, Brad, all these boys right here gotta push into the point. This is their chance. 8 minutes to go. Darth nearly takes one. Pathfinder PZ4 goes down. I believe that was Panther's King dealing the final blow. Pathfinders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pushing in. They got to get within the circle. They only have 3 9PZ members to defend. You would think 9PZ would just be stacking the point right now, making sure nothing happens, but they're not. They're allowing the 76 and a few guys to defend. So far, it's working for them. Seven minutes to go now. Pathfinder smoke hitting the point. Pathfinders trying to work their way in. You see several squads trying to work in from the south. Pusock, Cheek Clapper, Beatbox, Chili. Here they come. Snipes, Cheek Clapper. Clap his cheeks, damn it. Do the thing. Do the thing. Cheeks clapping one. Oh, headshot. Pathfinders trying to overrun the point. Flare goes live. They even know where they're at. Oh, this is as good as it gets. This is as good as it gets. Jinja goes down. Rodriguez, 5 cents. You see they're pushing across the field. That means all the spawns are back there. They're not up here on this hedge like they were moments ago, or well, rather, earlier in the matchup. Hardy. Raining in. We got 5.5 minutes left. I need another drink. This is intense. This point is blue. Hugo's farm is going red. What is going on? We're going to have some kind of fallback by Pathfinders. They are losing the cap race, and it is only the commander to take on those left. Denny v. Meat Sledge. Pathfinders putting on one hell of a push. Command must have said, hey, it's only a couple guys. Oh no, gets shot. 9PZ waiting for the kill strike. Getting yapped at, but he's going to take one from Panther's King. He gets engined. He's all alone. Skadoosh. Panther's King putting in work. You see this guy up here trying to save him, but he's unable. Those were sweet shots he was sending in, but not enough to do what they needed to. 9PZ going to force Pathfinders to do a full reset here. If they're even capable. You saw the garrison go down on point. It looked like, I don't know, somebody with a name that started with a B. That's all I know. All of Pathfinder still up here. Absolutely unacceptable. Your point is still being taken. Oh, here we go. Defense. Nope. That was short-lived. 9PZ gonna take this point. Pathfinders not falling back. I get sending everything you got, but you could have saved that with maybe 1 or 2 squads. So all it needed was just some communication, I think. Get the right amount of guys back there and we'd have been alright. You could have seen them possibly take that point, but 9PZ is going to hold on to it. You see a defense wave coming from Pathfinders now, but it's not going to be enough to win them the game. They're going to hold on to this point possibly, but it looks like this is going to go the 9PZ way in the matter of a 3-2 victory. Time will tell, but we're going to focus on Hugo's farm, and the fact that we're doing that means it's probably a 9PZ game, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a pleasure tonight. I hope those of you out there watching have enjoyed. I'm more than happy to be here, giving you all the best. I got some steak waiting for me. Sweet potatoes and some broccoli, zucchini. We are set. This has been an excellent performance. Both teams, congratulations. Making it this far in the first place. A finals in the first inaugural season here of the Premier League. Nice takedown by the Doctor you see there. May even get his hands on another one. What is this? Big Tom. Whew. Sorry. I am beat. I cannot wait to get some sleep tonight. Been a long weekend already, and it's only Saturday night. Thank you all so much for being here. Those of you watching, I really do appreciate it. It's been one hell of a season. I cannot wait to bring you some more matchups. I really do enjoy what we're doing here. I hope you guys are out there enjoying it as well. If you have any tips for me to get better or anything you'd like to see different, please feel free to reach out, DM me on Discord. Let me know what you think. Say something in the comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. We are having a good time. And that's going to be all for this evening. We got 57 seconds remaining in this matchup. It's going to take about 25 for 9PZ to cap Hugo's farm here. It looks like that may be what happens. Poor Pathfinders may not be able to say they got the 3-2 instead of the 4-1 this time, but we're going to find out. The spawn wave does come off, so all they got to do is last a little bit longer. It does look like they're going to be able to say that. They only lost to a 3-2 victory by 9PZ, so that isn't so bad after all. Sucks to lose in the finals, but what a progression this team has made from getting 5-0'd every single time to now going toe-to-toe with a team like 9PZ. My hat's off to you, Pathfinders. Excellent. Excellent progression. Keep your heads up. Thank you so much for having me. I really do appreciate everybody out there. I'm your host, Don Gotti, guys. This has been TPL Finals, Division 4, St. Marie du Mont. Matchup between Pathfinders and 9PZ, the 9th Panzer Division. FILO wasn't the first in tonight, unfortunately. 9PZ taking Midpoint first, holding on, not letting go. They seem to be the first in and last out this time around. But Pathfinders improving nonetheless, only losing 3-2. Loving the progression. You guys, thank you again so much for having me. Thank you out there for watching. Forget about